Hey everybody, it's Elisa Grace, and good evening. I'm on my way. Where am I always on my way? Work. I wanted to talk about something today because it's been on my mind and it's been affecting my last couple of days. You know, for those who are not Christian, this may not be something that you want to hear, or something that you care about. But different stressors and things have been popping up in my life, and trying to rear their ugly heads, and I have to pray. I have to be positive mindset at all times, trying to always remember that God is in control and that God is going to fight these battles, and no weapon formed against me shall prosper. And with that being said, the other night I had to go through something, conversation. Anyway, it was trying to be negative. It was trying to go left, and I had prayed and everything, and I said, God is going to give me the words to say. He's going to tell me what to say. He's going to direct my steps. Not that I feel like I'm a puppet or he's staring on the Bergerac or anything like that, but God, if you ask him for the right mindset and direction and the tone and what you really want to clarify in your mind to say, I believe that he will open up those things in your mind so that you can speak more articulately and more, precise about what you actually really mean to say. And then that way, I think that God does control that, does have influence in that, and so I'm trying to get over. So I do think that God helps direct your steps. Anyway, that being said, I had a conversation about living in fear and about how before I had my surgery, you have to go through Psycheville, and there are also counselors before you have the surgery that help with any kind of depression you might have, any kind of negativity that's in your life. You know that you are going to have stressors. Life is full of stress. Life is not a picnic. Life doesn't go as you planned every day. It's always going to be different. It's going to be this. Life has changed. And years ago, I accepted that life has changed and that life is going to bring all kinds of things and obstacles and trials, tribulations, stressors in your life. But how I dealt with it before is I ate and I slept and didn't exercise, didn't always have the right frame of mind for positivity, thought of things negatively, thought that I always was a reactionary person. If I got bad news, oh my God, it would send me into a tailspin, and I would be like fretting about it days on end before whatever was resolved. And I want to say that through therapy before surgery, it really helps you. So if you have a chance to go through therapy and talk out some of the things, stressors and things that have caused you to overeat and not always be the most positive in your life, it's a blessing. It's a godsend. And it will help in your progress going forward with the stresses in life after RNY surgery, Gastric Bypass RNY surgery, or any kind of surgery, sleeve, you name it. It will help, because life is always going to have stressors, and if we deal with our stressors with food, then we haven't changed anything. All we changed is how our food gets digested, and it's only going to be for so long before you won't lose any more weight, or you won't get to where your goal was when you decided to have the surgery. And so I'm here to say, you know what? You can't live in fear, because fear is not of God. And once I really, really, really took that in and heard it and really latched onto it, that's right, because if fear was not of God, I don't want that, and I got to let that go. I got to stop living in fear, because that ain't of God. So I'm here to say, every time something like that tries to go against me, what I do is always remember that who is in control, that God will fight my battles, that I don't have to worry, set up every day, every night, all night, worrying about what's going to happen. Because you know what? I can't control what's going to happen anyway. God knows what he's doing. And if I trust in him, he already got it. He got it before I even know he got it. He been got it. He done worked it out. I just have to let it play out and see how it comes out. Simple as that. I just got to let him be God. And if he's the God that I know that he is, he's capable of doing anything. And he can create all this that we see and then some. He got it. He got it if I ask for it. And, you know, I listen to Steve Harvey a lot. A lot of people don't like Steve Harvey, but I do have to say his testimony really is very encouraging. And he always says, you have not, he always, you know, lets you know that, remember the scripture says, you have not because you ask not. So if you don't ask God to do big and exceeding things, then how are you going to know, you know, how are you going to let God prove who he is? Let him be God. You always, people asking for little things like, oh, I want to pay the light bill. No, I want to do this, that, and the other, and more abundantly. I want to live abundantly. So if that is what I truly believe, and I do, then I need to get out of God's way and let him take control and do it. Let him be God. So when stressors and things like that come, you just got to let it go and let God. And I, on my phone, you know, I have it, give it to God and go to sleep. Period. Give it to God and go to sleep and stop stressing out about stuff. And that way you won't overeat and you won't eat stuff you ain't got no business eating. You know, we're human. We're human. We're not perfect people, because if it was, we, you know, wouldn't have all these issues. But we're not perfect people. We have things that happen in our lives, but we have to choose to deal with them differently than the way we did before we had the surgery, because we cannot turn to food to comfort us. So if that means getting on the phone and talking to somebody, if that means writing it down in a journal, what you're going through, if that means going to go exercise, take a walk, cook something tomorrow, you know, for tomorrow's dinner or lunch. Because nobody said you can't deal with food with your stressors. You just can't use certain foods to deal with your stressors. You can cook things. You can cook, you know, some vegetables, sauteed vegetables. You can make some, you know, balsamic Brussels sprouts, or you can make some spinach, you know, a spinach quiche if you want. You can do those things. Nobody said you ever can't cook, that you never could cook if you're stressed, but you can do other things with that cooking. You can bless somebody with something that is your dish that you make very well, that you know other people love, and you can give it to them as a gift. And you distressed, you got the feeling of cooking out of your system, and you bless somebody else with a treat that you know they love. So, you know, positivity, positive thinking is key. I try to remind myself not to get up and saying that I'm going to have a bad day, because no, I'm not going to have a bad day. I'm going to have a fantastic day. And if you believe that and you receive it, it's going to happen. You just walking in that. You walking in that positivity. So I say all that to say, keep positive, speak, you know, words have power, words have energy, words have power, and if you speak it into existence, it can happen. So stop speaking negativity in existence. Speak only positivity, and, you know, be good to other people. Try to be kind with your words. You know, and if somebody trying to bite you, you know, you got to say, okay, they having a day, they going through something that wasn't about me, it was about them. So I say all that to say, y'all stay good, stay positive, say kind words to each other, because you never know, you might be entertaining angels. All right, I'm going to go on that note, and I'll talk to y'all later. Love you.